Hello.
So tonight, not gonna lie, not feeling this topic.
Nope, but we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about it.
Well, my name is Sharon Sheree.
I'm Samikia Gabrielle.
I'm Sabria Angel.
And this is Hey,
Let's talk.
So tonight's topic is on livestock. Let's see what Google says about livestock. Livestock, farm animals regarded as an asset. Basically saying the selling, the butchering of meat.
The meat that we eat. Just a quick disclaimer. You know, in our video that was last week, we were just, God is really funny.
Yeah.
We were just talking about, animal, and we kind of touched on animal abuse and
Saving the animal.
saving the animal.
Setting the animals free.
And here we are participating
Yes.
and enjoying, that meat once that's boiled down and
Savored.
steamed and,
Season.
with some onions and sweet peppers. But yeah. So just a disclaimer. We're not. We don't want to come across as hypocrites.
Right. But in reality, that's what it is.
In a way.
In a way.
Just to be real,
Right.
and transparent and honest. Livestock is another topic that you really never look up,
To
never
see
cared
what it's
about, never researched. But last week topic, and now coming to this, I kind of felt the conviction.
Hot.
Yeah,
I didn't.
of the topic. I did.
I didn't. Maybe because I wasn't. I think it was
Just coming into learning what.
mother freeze.
A few moments later.
So, like I was trying to say, I really didn't get convicted with this topic, and I think it came from, how do I say this? Lack of studying, lack of research, and But I mean, however, now that we're looking into it together, there is definitely some form of conviction coming, like, wow, am I really doing something that's, not good, because I don't want to disappoint God. I don't, even though I fall short every day, I don't want, if I know better, I want to do better, or at least try to do better, but, like, how y'all feel? Like, how y'all feel about it? How y'all feel about livestock? Do you feel like it's good or bad, or like it's okay per se? I mean, we don't know God's mind really to say, but how do y'all think about it?
Honestly, I don't even know what to say, because I'm sure y'all could see your sister like meat. It tastes good. It tastes good.
Ooh, it does. Ooh.
So I really don't even know. Like, I feel kind of a little lost for words, even though I do a little bit of. Well, at least I know a little bit of it. I myself may really do no research. So, like, we learn with y'all.
Right. Yeah.
So I really have much to say on it yet.
Yeah.
So you can't answer right now to say if it's good or bad. But just like on the surface.
Yeah.
On the
Surface, just hearing the fact that like Sheree said, just hearing them talk about the mere fact that that's basically you having to now tie these animals up. They go through some form of abuse, kind of, for this process. How do you feel on that? About that?
I feel it's very hurtful. I can be honest, to know that animals suffer at the hands of us
Right.
to basically feed our needs and stuff like
Right.
that. Well, our wants. I wouldn't say it's a need because you know, it's hurtful and it's kind of, it's very convicting because now I'm looking at myself like, sis, we just talk about setting animals free.
Yes.
Sis, you indulging in the
Yes.
harmful things of animals. So yeah,
So I'm saying, based off of that, does you feel like it's right or wrong? Just a
it's
surface
wrong.
answer for now.
It's wrong.
Yeah.
What about you?
It's wrong.
Yeah, and I'd have
It's
to
wrong.
stand on that, like on a
Yeah.
like just if someone was to present it to me, just to say, hey, do you think livestock is right? Like without me considering the fact that
Right.
we participate
Right.
in the whole situation as consumers, I would just be like, okay, that's wrong. We touched bases on that in our last topic, which is so like
we touched base on it, but we didn't talk about the butchering part of it,
right,
which we have hand in it, like you said,
right,
as a consumer
right,
who buys the meat
and season it up,
and season it up and
put a little bit, you know, sauce it up,
boil it up,
Right.
bake it up,
you know, fry it up, steam it down. Yeah. As I
So
said.
it's kind of, it is convicting. And like we spoke about it, you know, God, he has a sense of humor.
Right.
For him to take us from zookeeping to livestock,
Right.
knowing
Our
we don't
views
know
on,
anything
but
about
not-
this
but
thing.
not only that, just knowing our views on zookeeping, like how we were just here, like,
Right.
you know, free the animals,
Yes,
and
and-
we're not for animal endangerment. And then God's like,
God's like,
oh really?
Yeah, it's almost like he was
Oh
like,
really?
You're like-
You're not for it? You're not for it,
brought
you say?
something else.
Yet you eating it.
You're not for it, but you're eating
Yet
it.
you eating it.
Not even taking in consideration the whole process. So I'm like,
Yes.
I don't know, like,
Yes.
I would assume, okay, this is what ruffles my feathers a bit. And the guy's trying to, like, okay, even though, right, I would assume that the process is bad, or whatever the case may be, and that this is something that's wrong, and that we shouldn't be eating it. When it stings that I see in the Bible, that I'm like, can this really be wrong? Because animals were given up to God as sacrifices. They had to
Right.
be killed.
Right.
You know, they had to,
Right.
you know, capture them in
Right.
whichever way, whether that be a brutal way or not.
Right.
I mean, obviously I wasn't living in those times, so I guess only could imagine.
Right.
And then not only that, what came to my mind when I asked the question was when I was like thinking about the story with Peter, and he had called, I hope it's Peter. I hope
He won't quote you on
Peter,
it.
but do not quote me. I think it's Peter or Saul. Wow, my religious teacher is probably like, Mom. But like I said, don't quote me on it. Don't quote me on it. The Lord is still working on me, okay?
Yeah.
I'm getting into reading. Okay. So, yep. One of them. They referred to a particular meat. They refused to eat it because they were saying it was unclean. And that's when they heard the voice of God, and they even saw a vision about, basically God was saying nothing that I create is unclean, or basically,
Yes.
you know, I took it as you can eat
Right.
whatever.
Right.
And I mean, God knows
Right.
everything. He knows that in
Yeah.
order for me to you eat this, you gotta get that and all that stuff. You gotta capture it
Yeah.
and hunt it down, kill it.
And then it brings me to the story in Genesis with Adam, and even the garden, what he gave them to eat. None of it was the animals. He called the animals for Adam to name, but he didn't give him any meat to any of the animals to eat. But he gave him the everything of the trees. Well, of course not the tree of knowledge of good and evil, but. And I was thinking about that, and I'm like, okay. And then it's like, are you saying? I'm thinking, okay.
based off of
because
that.
he said in the word as well, you should treat animals with respect, just as human beings,
Right.
to respect them. So if you're saying that, I'm like, you're saying no, they shouldn't be slaughtered, they shouldn't be eaten.
Right. And
Yeah.
and I can say that view and then what I read later down the line.
Right.
It can be a bit
Yes.
confusing, a bit contradicting if you were to
Yeah.
really dig deep
Yeah.
into it.
And we're not Bible scholars.
No.
We're learning.
Right. Which
Like
is
we
just our
said,
opinion,
yes,
our thoughts.
we're
We're just having a
learning. Just
discussion.
as we go, just as we would be delivered and we would want people out there to be delivered. I think that's what God is trying to do in this whole thing. And we're getting information and getting knowledge about a lot of things that we didn't know about.
Right.
We knew about the topic of the surface of the topic, but not in depth. And who
Right.
knows more than God about the depths of it. And I think He is trying to
Teach us,
really
basically.
open our eyes some more.
Yeah, all of us are like learning.
All of us.
Yeah.
Even as we begin to like discuss it,
Yeah.
certain things come up and certain questions come up.
Right.
So like I was saying, even like I say, even with that,
Mm-hmm.
stand on that, one can look at that and say, you know what, you aren't supposed to eat meat
Right.
at all. But then maybe somebody now feeling convicted but trying to search and see if is this right, is this wrong.
Right.
Doing that research, they can
Right.
run across something like that, and that can
Right.
lean them more towards on the side to feel like,
Maybe
yes, it's okay. Maybe it's okay. But I mean, even I don't know. I feel like it have to be some truth to it, because
Yeah.
even like the health benefits
Right.
of when people like remove meat or certain meat out of their diet is tremendous. So it's like.
Right. So you're thinking about, you think about maybe that is the way
Where it's
God
supposed to be.
designed it to be.
Right. Because my thought has
Yeah.
always been, I've always encouraged my parents to understand that when God laid out rules, even as a parent, we lay out rules not to, because we want to be strict, because we don't want you to enjoy things, but to protect you. And it's like, when you look at, like in the beginning, when he didn't give us that, really give us that order to say, eat these meats, and you look at the earthly, what's the word, benefits of when you remove that meat from your diet, it kind of adds up. Like,
It does.
this makes sense. So now I see why
Yeah.
God doesn't want me to eat meat.
Yeah.
You know?
And he speaks about what you put inside your body.
Right.
Because we know that it is the temple.
Right.
So that could,
I feel like-
that could be, it kind of leans more towards God saying you shouldn't. I really got it from when he said the respect and love and care for the animals, even the frogs and the creepy crawlies.
I like
So
frogs.
it's
I like
like-
big, small frogs.
So it's
but-
like it leaning more towards that, but I'm like, God, I like chicken. Fried baked.
I mean, I can understand, like, I can understand everything y'all saying. And even in terms of feeling like maybe we aren't supposed to eat the meat. Like, I really, really and truly, I have to read the Bible in depth to like get a
Really
perfect
go on
understanding for me.
I feel like all of us should.
Yeah. But I could understand if we aren't, because if you look at it, bush medicine, the bush really has everything to aid
Yes.
in
The Bible, as the Bible
Yes.
says
to treat
that.
everything.
The
So
Bible
I can
says that.
understand.
Right.
The Bible
So
says
imagine eating bush and leaves and fruits and stuff like
Right.
that on a regular.
Right.
You should have nothing
No
wrong.
problem.
Right. You wouldn't have a need for
Healthy.
the synthetic
Yes.
medicine or whatever it used to be.
Because when you think about the meat it has to be processed.
Yeah.
When you think about
Right.
the trees, they don't have to be processed.
Oh, and it's
They don't have to
better.
go
It's
through
better raw.
machines.
Fruits are
Yeah.
better
Raw.
raw. So it's like it makes a
Jeez.
lot of sense. And I feel like how do y'all feel?
I think we get. I think
I feel like
get
we need to
revelation.
It's revelation, but it's even a bit now. It's like kind of challenging
Yeah.
for me. For instance, now it's like okay,
Yes.
you're getting revelation on these things. I'm telling you these
What you
things.
gonna do?
What you can do about
What
it?
you gonna
What
do?
are you gonna do? So that leads me to the question. That leads me to the question. I mean, we can, like I say, this is a safe
Yeah.
space. You want to be honest.
I'm gonna be honest.
Do you think you guys would be able to let go meat?
Honestly, I'm gonna be real. I think I can.
Ooh.
Do I want to? I don't know.
Hold on, before I go in depth in this question, what about fish, like seafood?
That's
Probably
a good
not.
question.
I think shell food is bad.
I think shell food
it's
is
bad
bad,
according to the Bible, but like
anything-
fish and stuff is
Yeah, I think them
Like
them
seafood.
ones are good.
they're like fish, like
Fish.
not with all
Fish.
seafood.
Okay.
Fish and fish.
Fish.
Fish
I
really.
want to ask a question, but I don't want to, like be so out there because my mind, you see me here quiet, my mind boggling my mind in a couple of different areas because now it like make me like question the Rastafarian living and the
I
vegetarian
was
living
thinking about that.
and things like that.
I was thinking about that because I'm like, okay,
They
I
on
know.
something.
Yeah, I'm like, I know that's how they live.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't really know who. Okay, so it's Selassie.
Hold on,
We know that.
This is
I
not
don't- I
even
don't
to
have
be
nothing.
funny.
I don't
Right.
have nothing against
Hold on.
how they eat.
Right.
I feel like they eat pure,
Mhm.
but I don't want to offend anybody.
Mhm.
But I just feel like who they worship
Right.
is different
Right.
in my belief of who
Right.
you should. You see,
Right.
I mean, everybody have their own belief
Right.
Mhm.
of who you should worship, right? But for me, like I say, I'm a little bit biased because my God, and mostly everybody is God, is different from who other religions worship.
Right,
You see what I'm
right.
saying?
Right.
So I feel like even to dig in with other there's just a little bit, just a little bit. Even with that, like I say, like they already kind of advanced in that area to know that okay, you ain't supposed to be eating no meat. You understand? That brings me just to share this opinion with you guys. I've always felt like other religions have some truth to them, like their practices and stuff. I've never really just knocked, especially not being someone that digs straight into it. I feel like the only place where they go wrong, and I do say wrong because like I said, I can't speak on all the stuff that I haven't educated myself about, is that who they serve.
Right.
Or, and sometimes people take it to the extreme that they kind of forget that we're living off grace.
Yes.
But to shift back, because you're not going to run away from my question, would you let go? Would you let go of meat? Your answer. Wait, what do you say?
I said that I think I can. I mean, you could do all things through Christ.
So but you can't. Obviously, we can't
But
do that.
like I said, do I want to? Do I really like it? That's my thing.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I can.
With you.
I think I can.
Like I said earlier in the video, I sure y'all could see your sister love her some meats.
Right.
But definitely if I do my research and go according to the Bible, me trying to live a godly life and try to respect everything God says is wrong, I most definitely feel that I can. It's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
He's gonna nurse.
Of course,
She's gonna
it's
nurse
be
you
hard,
through
yes.
that.
It's gonna
Though.
be
He's
hard.
gonna nurse you
It's
through
gonna
that.
be hard, but
But
I feel like if you put yourself to it with God,
Yeah.
you can definitely do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
so my answer, yes or no. yeah, I can.
Mm-hmm.
Because with God's strength,
Right.
guidance, and
right. And then
everything,
grow in a stronger relationship with them.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
like if you have you and your husband.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's gonna maybe request certain things that he like his meals cooked a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
You may not really agree with it at 1st, but you'll want to please him and just
Right.
do whatever satisfies
Exactly.
him. You're gonna be like, you know what? Let me learn, let me try.
Exactly.
And I feel like all of us stand on the same
Right.
ground to where, you know what,
Exactly.
when we do
Mm-hmm.
seek God on this, because it does come with a relationship with him, and I feel like
Right.
it definitely kind of challenged us to say, you know what, this is something that we need to look into as it pertains, because we want to live a godly lifestyle. You understand? And so I feel like sorry. And I just want to touch that it has nothing to do with religion. right.
right.
This is
Right.
nothing to do with religion.
I give a good example of that.
Relationship.
Right.
Like you said.
With your husband, that's a
Right,
relationship,
it's
and you do it because of
relationship
the love and
with
stuff.
your father, to go and you inquire to him, God, show me if this is wrong or this is right.
Right.
Not just going off of what you think.
Right.
Is,
right.
Yeah.
Right. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. So I feel we feel like all of us, once we do more seeking, like you
Right.
suggested, we'd be able to come to ground. And who knows? And that's the good thing about seeking. God's relationship is different with everybody. So what God may grace you to do and convict you to
Right.
do, that may not lie to me. You might have that conviction to say, you know what, let me cut out meat or whatever it is. But I may not have that conviction. God may see something in your bloodline to where, you know what, eating this
Me
meat
too. Right.
costs you
Yes.
and this and that. And I'm like,
Yes.
oh,
yes.
you know, in Kia's bloodline,
Yes.
you could enjoy it. You don't
Right.
obviously
Just
with
for
anything.
everything.
Right.
With anything, you have to eat in moderation. Anything, even fruits, you always have to eat in moderation. So
Yes.
yeah, okay.
So that's livestock, y'all.
That is definitely livestock.
Well, our thoughts.
Our
I think
thoughts on
it's
livestock.
like we said, it's more to it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think all in all, we need to do some studying, y'all.
Yes, but most definitely leave your comments on it, and educate us a little bit if you feel like we fall short somewhere and you have more understanding or knowledge on it.
Email
Definitely
us. The email will be in
email
the
us
description
and
box.
comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe
Yes.
So like and
at the same
subscribe.
time. And do click your post notification to be notified each and every time we post a video at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Okay?
On Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
Yes.
Tuesday.
Okay, so once again, my name is Samikia Gabrielle,
I'm Sabria Angel.
And I'm Sharon Sheree.
and this is Hey.
Let's talk. Bye.